Okay, I hope everyone's ready for our next speaker is Arun Mohan, and he is the founder and MD at AdFolks LLC, which is actually based in Dubai. And Arun has actually been in the industry for over 15 years, so he has a wealth of knowledge on the subject of B2B enterprise SaaS, and is not only a founder, but actually a developer evangelist, meaning that he also loves, teaching and educating people about SaaS, especially about B2B enterprise SaaS. So I'm sure we're going to learn a lot today. I'm going to say that if you have any questions, definitely feel free to grab him afterwards. If we don't have time for questions after, as I know this is going to be a really action-packed talk.
Hello. Good afternoon, guys. Let me give a quick round of introduction. So, myself, Arun, I'm a developer evangelist. I have, for my living, I do entrepreneurship. I've done 2 successful exits so far, and I'm an active investor in cloud-native tools, mostly SaaS-based tools, which helps organizations to manage the cloud, develop and secure softwares in cloud. In the whole speech, I will try to reduce as much technology jargons I can use, because I'm faced a lot of customers, when it comes to customer talks, I have to use a lot of jargons, but I'll try to be very, very layman perspective of platform, basically. So feel free to step in. If you have any questions in between also, I'm happy to answer those. All of you have seen a platform is basically, whatever we learned so far, our experience says, platform is nothing, bunch of tools combining together to build a business application or a digital service. When it comes beautiful, assuming you have certain tools and there is an automation behind it. So you don't have to deal with the infrastructure, underlying infrastructure, how the automation happens. That's where the platform gets more powerful. It gets very powerful when you can have a Uber-like of experience, one-click deploying an application, or one-click deploying a pipeline. That's more beautiful. As you know that, these are the players in the market who have really built this, and we call them hyperscalers. I'm sure that most of you have experienced their platforms. Azure, AWS, Google, Salesforce, Oracle for that matter. Now I'm trying to give you a different view, how these platforms can be improved in your day-to-day development or IT management, service management, or business or products, building more secure products. This is a business problem because I'm in the consulting space of working with a lot of digital native customers, helping them onboarding to cloud, and help developers to increase their developer experience. Multiple factors, right? This is what I do day out to help enterprises. If you see on the right-hand side, IT owns the cloud, or even let me put DevOps, the modern terms. I'll try to avoid as much jargon in this talk, but IT and DevOps on one side of the pillar, and trying to procure softwares, help them to set up the environment for developers to work, helping developers to secure the infrastructure, making sure that the infrastructure is running perfect, there's no downtime. This is the job of IT or DevOps. On the other side, you can see developers or the product team. Let me categorize them as one, because they're getting a lot of pressure from business to create faster software in a faster pace, more releases, more features. They're challenged by business for this. Each time when they want to do something, assuming, let me take a scenario of a new developer joining a company. I hope there are a lot of developers here. You're joining a new organization. You need to set up your environment. You should know which project you should work on. You should know which all tools which help you to develop software faster. in a typical scenario, based on my experience, it takes at least 2-3 weeks to get things rolling, because IT still controls the cloud and the tool set, the platform piece I mentioned about. And they use the cloud platforms, the hyperscaler platforms, to onboard these developers. But there are challenges, because cloud platforms really don't go in depth in the personas who's accessing it. The cloud platforms are meant for IT people, not for developers. Yes, you can provision servers, but there's no control. On the other side, IT need visibility from applications or business, how the applications are monitored. So they need to know why I bought one software like SaaS or name it, any software, and IT really don't know why they're using this software. There is no visibility when it comes to IT, the whole IT landscape. That's where when we engage with customers in this scenario, we always suggest them to use a platform, not a cloud platform, an internal platform. So I'm assuming you have a portal, simple portal, which tells, okay, I have these many resources, these many software, these many environments, it's linked to this. I have a repeatable task, new developer joining. This is part of the front-end team. The front-end application lies here. These are the tools, standardization of tools is there. It's fully automated by IT using Terraform. Nowadays, it's all automation. It's not manual click. The whole piece, IT is putting in a portal where developers come. The day one he's joining, he can click and start using and start coding. There's no product here. Again, I'm going a layman perspective. A simple portal which gives this feature. On the other hand, IT team was not getting any visibility. Why this software was used? Who is using it? Example, I'll give a scenario. Somebody is asking me, in the whole SaaS or a business, tell me which all applications use Google Maps as an API. Today, it's very difficult to answer. Assuming you want to replace this with some other API. It's very difficult. There's no visibility. This portal will help you to give an access to all the internal APIs used, the libraries used, the products used in the whole software development lifecycle. This we call as a platform. Basically, it's not a cloud platform, a custom platform. Let's consider that way. This is where the concept of IDP. It's the term by Gartner. Again, I'm not going into buzzword. I really want to give a real life scenario to where people are really using it, actually. You can research yourself about IDP, Google it, you will find more details about IDP. This is just a definition which I'm not going to touch now, because I would like to talk more real life scenarios. What composes a portal, basically IDP or a simple portal that I mentioned about? The first thing is all about a cataloging. You have your business applications running in a cloud, and is there any way to catalog what is there? You know that, okay, these many virtual machines are there, my application is running as containers, I'm using serverless, but beyond that, no. So I'll show you more about what you mean by service cataloging. So it should touch the service, the project, the owner, the tools used, everything should be in one console, which hyperscalers missed. Because it's very difficult, because it's changed from enterprise to enterprise or business to business. Then comes the templates, very important. Developer onboarding or starting a server, stopping a server, add a new pipeline, repeatable task. You can automate this. And assuming this is available as a template for you. Then the scorecards. So you have applications running, IT is making sure that lights are on. But I know that we have monitoring tools, observability tools, AEOps tools, but it's not really talking about how healthy my application from a standardization perspective. Assuming I have 10 applications, assume you can categorize it by gold, silver, bronze kind of a category, because this is specific to the customer SLA, the business SLA. Is the product team and the development team is achieving it? Management really don't know about it, because they can't get into a monitoring tool and see, how it looks like, read the log messages. It's, you need to have a single pane of glass. This is a screenshot of one of the projects we developed, how we catalog a server. An ecosystem. So you can see that it talks about how many environments we have. It talks about who owns this code, what are the libraries installed in this, what are the tools, monitoring, security tools attached to this. So you have full visibility. So this is what I meant by cataloging, which is not covered in any cloud platform console. This is I meant by cataloging. So whatever is there, discover, bring it back with all the access or all the tools or the libraries used by the particular application. Then comes the templates. Onboarding, starting a server, stopping a server, adding a pipeline. All repeatable tasks from the IT is available as a template in a console, one click, done. We are making developers more self-serve because IT is getting requests, they're not able to focus on innovation. IT is really, really struggling to get the kind of requests coming from developers on small tasks or repeatable tasks. We are trying to put this as a template in a one-click scenario. Here it comes about the scorecard. Very interesting, the KPIs. You have developers, product team is working, developers working. Where we stand? Within the organization, I have 20 applications. Which one is goal? So you can put your own SLAs and monitor the desk. When I say monitoring, don't get confused with observability monitoring. It's not that. It's all about the time to release cycle. So it's different factors you can set and make sure that the team, the developers will be challenged to make sure that your application is in the different tier, from silver to gold or different scenarios for that matter. Where did this idea came from? So I'm sure that you guys are using Spotify. Spotify used 16,000 software components in their whole business. 16,000. 1,600 developers or the operations guys managing the whole platform. They developed a tool, a portal, a simple portal that I mentioned before for them, and open source back to the community. It's called Backstage. Backstage is nothing, a portal where you can take and create custom based on your enterprise or your business. It means that you have very well visibility, like use case. The business always asks, what is the cost of a service? How much it will cost if the driver is going, I'm just taking a B2C example. It costs to deliver an iPhone to a customer, because during the whole journey, till the last mile, there are multiple softwares involved in this. What's the cost of a service? It's very difficult to find out unless you are structured. Bring more structure in the whole development lifecycle. Understand how much resource have been used and what is the strength, where it's lacking. It's secure. Everything can be known, and we can have something like this. So always people start with IDP with this free platform. You can try to use this platform and develop specific for your environment. So you can check it out, the Backstage. Very interesting project and getting a lot of popular in enterprise space. Now, once you're done with JITEX, Monday you're going to office. You really want to think how I can start a conversation within your organization. So I'm putting 3 personas here. One is like finance. The CFOs are already asking, I have invested in cloud. Cloud is not cheap, first of all. It's expensive than you're running applications in on-premises. Where is the value coming from? Show me the ROI, because I moved my application to cloud. Based on, if you're using a portal or a standardization, you can really give an ROI discussion with the CFO and make sure that the ROI is covered using n number of factors. The other persona is about developer experience. So I've seen enterprises where security is really putting a lot of restrictions over developers, and in today's scenario, it's very difficult to get smart developers working for enterprise other than you're a FANG companies, the Facebooks, Amazon, and Google of the world. Everybody wants smart developers, but you should give back a developer experience. Then they stay. You can reduce the churn if you give a good developer experience. What do you mean by developer how we can do that? Use platform like this. So they don't have to ask somebody. You keep control in a platform, in a standardized way. So you can ask your management, once you go back as a developer, start coding, we need IDP. So I can onboard, I can remove developers in a quick way. Then comes IT. IT is really spending time on making sure that your lights are on, buying software for you. Is it really? It's a boring job, right? They need to innovate. How to make IT from a cost center into a profit center. Profit comes when you innovate, right? This is the other area. So I'm taking 3 personas here and how you should start conversation within your organization to build a platform like this which help you to achieve what all use case I mentioned. So all this, you can start with a basic platform, Backstage, amazing open source project, a lot of contributions, plugins available. You can start building on top of this. Thank you so much. And now it's Q&A. Any questions? How was it, by the way? Did I use a lot of jargons? Questions? Oh. Then I feel I haven't done a good job, Frank. You should.
Hello? Amazing. Thank you so much. That was great.
Thank you so much. Hope to see you in the next
round of applause again. Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, nice. So if we have no more questions, I think maybe let's take a quick break until the next speaker who's going to speak in 15 minutes. So just take some time and yeah, we will resume in about 15.